Hi everyone, I'm Josie, and this is February. The reading is going to be for the energies of this current month, and the current month has the energy of Aquarius, which is the water bearer, and the element is air. But I find it interesting because the container of water also has air, so I think it's recognizing both. I don't know which sign was last month, but I'm still learning. But we're just going to check in and see what the energies are. I feel like we're constantly in transitions. And so I feel like, we're going through a dark night of the soul, maybe, a lot of us, because we're entering winter. We're in winter still, so that is just what I feel. So I got a mandala. This is a sign of harmony and creation, and it's telling us to focus on the beauty, like Archangel Jophiel says. And so in this mandala, I see the Star of David, and we all are very different in the vast myriad of ways that we all are unique in our own expression, but we're all one. And so this just reminds me that in religion, we can too learn from others without getting mad or without trying to control them. We can just learn from their religion. We can just learn to be in harmony with each other with our differences. That's the Star of David. Karma Dakini, the great Buddha family of the North. Replace envy by focusing on your accomplishments. Maybe we tend to be focusing on what's going wrong, but we have to constantly remind ourselves of what's going right, because that is our natural way of operating and being, is focusing on the 5D reality that we love and know is real, because that is the only thing that is real. Anything that we are experiencing that is an illusion is not real. We can still experience it, but it's just not real. And sometimes we can do that. We can kind of counteract our cons with something positive. But it is always good to return back to that con, because it's trying to show you something. So don't completely push it away, but kind of fill in the love, kind of fill in the hole with love, and then return back to it once you're ready to face it. You know what I mean? Like it requires an experience of higher love so that you can go back to face your darkness in a proper way. Because if we go back and, if we face it without a higher perspective, or without, a cleansing, a ceremony, or just something like that's coming up, I feel like we won't get the most benefits. Or I can be totally wrong and you can go straight into it, but that's just what I feel. Let me see what the angels have to say. It's creating harmony within yourself so that you know yourself and that you know how to love yourself. So that when you go out and you love others, you do it properly. You have a better understanding of it. You do it so that you guys understand each other. I'm like shaking the camera. Show justice. Yeah. This is coming through the throat chakra. It's time to speak up for why we're doing the things we're doing. Maybe people around us don't understand because they won't. Because you'll be in a higher reality. Your world will be different. And so everybody has their own divine timing. And they will reach theirs as well. So we don't have to go to them and bring them with us. We can just embody love in the highest form to where they'll look at us going, how are they so happy? How did they get there? Until, they start asking you questions on how did you do this, or how did you do that fast, or can you teach me how to stretch my body this way? How can I love myself more? You can be there for them by just being the example. And that's the key, is that we can't, pull them back in. We have to just embody love in the highest form for the highest good, so that they recognize, and then they want to do it for themselves so much, just because it's like a domino effect. I'm getting that a lot. It's like there's the higher realms, our star family, our guides, they want us to embody this so hard, because the amount of light that is here right now is so, it's propelling so much that if you were to, step into a higher version of yourself and just, do a little bit of practice, you start to feel into that realm, that energy, that world that you taste, that is, so much more than you can imagine. You'll start to notice that the people around you will start to want to improve themselves because they're in your energy. And don't think of it as a sucking your life force energy. That's another thing. This is just coming from a place of love and pure love. And so they're saying that we're having like a ripple effect, and it's having like a rapid speed right now, because we're just in an area of light where that can happen. You can attract all the things that you want to you by becoming it. It's happening more easy now. It's happening way more easy now. So it's good to be mindful of what you ask for and what you're saying with your words, because that is also happening very fast too. Like, we're becoming very strong creators because we're waking up to the truth of our being and what the magic is that we can do. So yeah, this is another balanced card. So a lot of balance is coming up for us. Our heart, our enlightened heart and mind. We need to have balance of things so that we know what to go and what to do next. Questions can be something you can ask yourself. Continue to ask yourself questions and you'll get answers. And so what in your life right now needs more balance? What area in your life or what part of you needs more love? Love and balance, I feel like, are the same thing, because a balanced 0 point peace, neutral energy is balanced. So look at your life right now and ask yourself the question, what needs to be balanced in my life, or what can I balance more in my life? What can make me feel more solid? What can make me feel more grounded? What can make me feel more a part of this world? Maybe you don't feel a part of this world. What can make me feel more connected? I'm going to tarot reading, and so in the tarot I got the star, and just before looking up the meaning, I already know that this is you. You're the star, because the celebrities now are the star seeds, the light workers, the truth seekers, the ones that are wanting to discover more about them and why they are here, the ones that are awakening up to the truth of the world and that we need to return back to our roots. These are the people that are the new stars, because we're the ones that are going to shape and change this world because we're working together. And this is you in your glory. This is you ravishing in all your magic and all your love because of your connection to Source. It's filled with confidence to be able to do anything in public for the highest good. And you enjoy doing it. So it's bringing a lot of hope, faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing of the past and the present, optimism, insight, good omen, spiritual love, ascending star, astrological influence, satisfaction, pleasure, the proper balancing of desire and work. The proper balancing of desire and work. More balance. Hope and effort, love and expression. So we're finding balance between our desire and work, our hope and effort, our love and expression. It seems to be calling to us now because we need to feel solid and steady and grounded in order for us to rise, to connect to God. We need to be here. We need to be here in order for us to connect to God. And so it's just about being consistent with yourself and the daily things that you do that help you, because in the long run, it's going to really help you. I don't even know what the long run is, because we're just right here, right now. Fertility and creativity. Wow. Okay. Okay. It looks like you're surrounded by all your guides and people are crowning you. So there's a person in the center and someone's crowning them. And this is your enlightenment. This is your, your higher self. Because when we're balanced, we feel balanced. And when we feel balanced, we're able to do the things we want to do because we feel secure, we feel safe. We want to feel emotionally safe, and we want to feel safe in the physical. And I know that's not always going to be the easiest thing, but we need to try our best to do that, because we know that once we are there, we can start to enjoy our blessings in our talents and our creativity and our imagination, because that is what we were meant to do. Is we're meant to experience this life and our expression. And so this is you. Someone's crowning you. And they're restful. They're sitting down, but they're ready to go if they need to. Looks like a hawk. We have all eyes on our situation if we choose to. He says, "You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action." And now I feel like the angels want me to read the Justice card. So it seems like we Need to know how to make decisions. Okay. The ability to make correct choices. This is Archangel Raguel, the angel of justice. The ability to make correct choices and decisions and determining these in others does not come from judging, but by being just in your evaluation of others. It means checking your own responses and considering all sides of the situation before taking a stand. The ability to judge fairly must be applied to everyone, not with the intention of being right or superior, nor from the need to control or dictate, but from an accurate assessment of the situation. Releasing the need to make judgment opens up to a more accurate and empathetic understanding of situations and people. Taking time to try to appreciate where a person is coming from and what their story is will aid you in being less judgmental and more just in your interactions. Do you tend to judge others before knowing their whole story? Do you feel others judge you unfairly? So there's a lot of there's a lot of balance popping up here. This person's balancing. This deity's balancing. This one is balancing whether they're not balancing resting and being ready to go, because she's like resting in her armor. So she's ready to go if she needs to, but she's resting. And all the people around her know this. Be smart with your decisions, because yes, we can use our logical mind, but the feeling is the truth. The feeling is the heart. And it sways because it's wanting you to pay attention to it. So make your decisions based on your feeling, if it's not logical. So yeah. Releasing the need to make judgments does open you up to a better understanding of how to properly meet the situation. Choose positive thoughts that will chase away the devil. When we focus on the light, it's like our inner energy demons, if we have them, they won't want to be there. They won't want to, or the ones that try to mesh with our body, either we have them or they're trying to, this will draw them away by you raising your vibration, because they don't want to be with or near a being that is embodying God and light and truth and wisdom and, warrior protection energy of Archangel Michael. We can embody all these deities and all these gurus and all these masters. We can embody them to a point where we become them, because they are a consciousness. And so we can focus on there. We can focus on the highest timeline. And then you can watch all your darkness start to fall, because it just comes with it. But like I said, we need the balance of returning to it with love, because that is the love that we have for our inner child, because we just want them to be happy. So, find a balance between looking to the highest timeline of, your dreams, but then also returning back to it with love, returning back to your darkness with love, because we need to transmute it We need to all transmute it. And they can't do anything because they're stuck and they give up. He's struggling. And so, these are all good signs. So there is a lot of like sky clouds in these pictures, and so I think it's asking us to look at our situation and overstand what we're currently going through, because we can easily get stuck in this place, whether it's a negative place or, you know, an illusion or a conflicting place. It's easy to get stuck in it, but if we rise above that, if we just imagine that we're a hawk, or if we imagine the earth and you in it, what is this current situation telling you right now? Zoom out from your current situation and, you know, be in the clouds. And Merkaba spiritual protection. So, yeah, we need to cater to our light body and give it the proper need. Give it the proper love that it needs so that it can be sustained well to continue to operate in the highest good. So we need to balance our physical body, working out our physical body, and working out our light body. So this means doing baths, sacred baths with herbs, and, you know, imagining the cords being released. This means, you know, having time with yourself to quiet your mind. This means getting out in nature with a mother and helping her or asking her to heal you. You know, all these things that help our spirit, we need to balance with also working at our body. And yeah, like I said, the darkness within us is being so loud now. So, you know, don't be ashamed that you are not focusing on it because you want to focus on something better right now. That's okay. Just remember to return back to it when you feel more ready. And if you're not ready, then and you're faced with it, then that means that it's wanting you to face it so that you can hit it harder. I mean, that means some part of you will open up more, and then you'll feel more confident. This is you after you've gone through your dark night of your soul and you're hugging yourself because nobody did it but you. And with that, you gain a lot of insight, you gain a lot of insight from your darkness and from going through that, and it opens up your world. And you know more about yourself, and you more about how to love yourself. And so when you know that, when you go out in the world and when you experience, even when you go to bed and when you dream, you understand the signs more. You understand the signs more because you understand yourself more. They just go hand in hand. They just work together. When you understand God more, when you connect with God more, you understand the mother more, the Gaia, Terra Christa. They just all are connected. And so this is just opening up something in you that you don't know what it is yet. Maybe you do, but it's going to be such a great surprise. So allow it to be a surprise. If you ask the universe, I want the truth, you're going to get the truth. But you might not get the truth in how to express it, and so you need to ask the proper words. Divine talents. Yeah, going through this with yourself, we're all starting to feel into the things we used to know. You remember that when you were younger, you did either a sport or you did something creative. You did some kind of thing, a scene, where somebody acknowledged your greatness. And it felt good. It felt good because you know that is your state, your natural state of operating and being is creative, and to be, respected for your love that you share. And that's your divine talents. We all have divine talents given by God, the Mother, Father, God, and they're coming through now. I feel they're coming through now, like a remembrance. And it takes you back to that scene that you remember when people were cheering you on, because it felt so good to be seen and respected and honored. It felt good because, like I said, it's our natural way of operating, is we want to fight with love and show our greatness. We want to show off, okay? Even if I know some of us don't want to show off, but deep down I know we do, because it's for love. We need to balance our time for our talents, giving it the energy and space, and helping others. So helping ourselves and helping others. There's just so many areas in our life right now where we can ask, how can I balance this more? How can I balance this more? And watch as you start to work toward that, and as you start to feel into that, you feel more at ease, because you trust yourself, because you've shown yourself that you can be stable, you can be happy, you can feel safe. Strengthen that within you more, and you'll start to build your trust. What do you think our most important similarity is? We're not strangers. That's a question for you and God. What do you think our most important similarity is? I think that we are the creator, the observer, and the experiencer. But that's up to you to answer. So yeah, the whole energy feels like bringing about balance and harmony to different aspects and versions of ourselves in our lives. Doing different things to help us reach that balance, like soaring high to see our current situation, maybe going really deep and dark and, meeting our darkness to experience that side of it. And kind of going back to the past, to the feelings of being seen and recognizing our greatness, kind of feeling into that again, because it's been a while since we've felt that, because we went another way, but we're returning back to that in a new way. And so we need to welcome it with open arms and just ravish in the present moment, and it'll show us where to go. Our heart will show us where to go. That was a lot of talking. So I think, okay, I'm going to pull one more card. end this message with. So this just answered this question. Patron of the arts, Kubera is the deity, and this is patron of the arts, creator of abundance. Be a creator of abundance, like God. That is what I have, and I love doing this. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.